I'm Kirk Hiner with Appletell. I'm here with Thomas Price from Gameloft, and we're going to talk about some of the new games that are coming out. And let's start with Modern Combat 5.
So Modern Combat 5 Blackout is our latest in the Modern Combat series. It's a first-person shooter for smartphones and tablets that looks almost like it should be on a console. This time, we've really just ramped up everything about the game. The graphics are just incredibly more advanced than they were just in the last edition of the game. We're traveling to more exotic locales in the world. We've got a really robust multiplayer system that supports up to 12 people. We've got nice chat functions between global chat and just your squad chat, because you can create squads now in the game that are persistent that you can play with in multiplayer. And just like a lot of really great features that it's a game that is, I think, pretty surprising when people see it in action.
Okay, and there will be a good single-player component to help people get ready for the multiplayer component?
Absolutely. There's story missions where you're going to follow the narrative, but then there's also what we're calling Spec Ops missions, which are kind of short, skill-based kind of things. And we have a unified progression, so any update or any upgrades you do for yourself, for your character, or to your weapons, if you do that in single player, that will continue over into multiplayer and vice versa. So.
All right, and this is a game that appeals more to the hardcore player, so why don't you tell them about the pricing scheme that you have set up that should appeal to them too?
So the game is a premium price game, so with mobile that means $6.99, and we are not going to have any IAPs in the game because that's something that our audience has just said they don't really want to have in there, even if it's even if they're non-invasive. We're just saying this game is about skill, and the way that you can't play to win, but you can play to win, not pay to win.
All right. Pay one price, get the full game.
Get the full game, and everything that gets unlocked is because you unlocked it through your own play. So.
All right, and you've also announced a new Spider-Man game that's a web slinger.
Web runner, I think, is a term we're using. Spider-Man Unlimited is new from us. It's an officially licensed Marvel game. It's going to have more Spider-Man costumes than you've ever seen in a Spider-Man game. And it's a runner. It's definitely got the look of the comic books, I think, more than the movie. It's got, the Sinister Six are the evil bad guys that the Spidey's fighting. They've opened an interdimensional portal through which they're sending bad guys, but now you get to send Spider-Mans from different dimensions. So that's why we're going to see people like, Baghead Spider-Man and Iron Spidey, and the Megaverse Spidey, and lots of ones that we're not even announcing yet, but we'll be continuing to add to the game as it goes along.
All right, and they're all costumes that diehard Spider-Man fans will recognize.
I think there might be costumes that even some diehards are like, oh my gosh, I didn't think they even knew about that one. Yeah.
Okay, well, how about some of the kids' games? You got Ice Age and Cars?
Yeah, Ice Age Adventures and Cars Fast as Lightning are a couple games that we think are really going to be great for kind of the whole family, kids to play with their parents. Cars is sort of a hybrid racing kind of action game plus a little bit of a design your own city. You get to design your tracks, kind of put neat stuff around your tracks, make it look how you want it to look, and then you get to actually build your own little version of Radiator Springs and races against all your pals. And then Ice Age Adventures is sort of a spin-off of our Ice Age Village game, where it's really kind of focused on the mini games, but featuring some of everybody's favorite characters in the Ice Age universe, and including the actual real voices like Ray Romano and Dennis Leary and John Leguizamo.
Okay, and a couple other games coming out. Why don't you round up for us?
Dungeon Gems is a new puzzle RPG. It has a very distinct art style that we like a lot. It's all about matching up different colored gems that represent different elements and using those as kind of your RPG party's attack system. So it's a game that we think is really going to be kind of a best-in-class type of experience when it comes out in the summer. And then our other big game too this summer is another game that we're calling a spin-off, Asphalt Overdrive, which is definitely not Asphalt 9. It's also built like a runner, so it's really about just swiping the back and forth and putting your car into a different lane. But like Asphalt, it's full of great licensed cars, really amazing stunts, and really beautiful graphics. So definitely earned its Asphalt title.
All right. And most of these games are going to be out within the next month or so, couple months, 3 months.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man is due in September, but the rest of them are probably the summer.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the demo.
All right, thanks.
Have a great show.
You too.